What's up everybody, Brian with First Shot Tactical, back with another video for you here today. And today we're doing a quick unboxing and overview of the Primary Arms GLx MD-21 red dot. So first thing, let's go ahead and get everything out of the package here and see what comes with it. All right, got everything out of the package. As far as what comes with it here, you get some literature with their warranty, the ACSS CQB reticule manual. You also have the optic manual. They give you a nice cleaning cloth, and then they have a mount with a plate to rise the mount up more, but it does already come with the mount on as well. And then you have some screws for your mount if you wanted to swap it to the other one, a wrench to do that as well. And then you also have this guy here, which is going to be to help mount this to your rail and get it torqued down correctly. For this mount here, if you wanted to get a lower mount or a co-witness or absolute co-witness, this is what you're gonna use then. All you have to do is remove the screws through the holes here, as well as here and here, swap them out, and then you'd be good to go. Another thing to note here, if you wanted to rise it up on this one or on this one, we can add this little plate here, and that would help us do that as well. For the actual optic here, it does come with a little bikini cover here, so we can remove that. On the left side, you have two large buttons, a giant plus sign and then a minus sign. On the top then, you have a solar panel here, so this is a solar fail-safe in case your battery runs out, as well as you have the windage and elevation adjustments on the top and on the right side. Also on the right side, you have the battery door here, so to swap the battery, just pop that off and then put a new battery in. And to turn your optic on, you're gonna press and hold the plus and minus button at the same time, and then that should power it on like so. And we'll take a look at the reticle here in a sec. And then to turn it back off, you just press and hold the plus and minus again, and then it will go ahead and turn off as well. Real quick, since I mentioned it here, let's actually take this mount off the optic. We'll add this little spacer here to rise this up a little bit more, just that way I can show you how easy this is. So the first thing is put your star key, I think it's a T10, through the hole here, and then we're gonna go ahead and loosen these rear ones. And we'll go ahead and get the other side. And then we'll go ahead and get these front two. And then with all those screws off, you can see this will come right off the mount. And now if we want, we can add our spacer to it. So you can see it's just identical, but it just goes on top. And since we did add a piece here, we will need to use the longer screws here. So I'm gonna pull the long screws out to use now. And the way it'll work is these will feed right up through our mount. You can see there's the threads. We'll put the optic back on and get all four of these screwed in. Awesome, and there you go. All right, next up, let's go ahead and get a look down the optic here. And right now, I'm going to bump this all the way to the highest brightness setting. So here's what it looks like. And the cool thing about this is multi-reticle. So right now we have that ACSS where it's the circle, the chevron, and then the dots below it. But if you want, you can actually hold down the minus button and it's gonna start cycling through. So holding down the minus button, the next reticle is just the circle with the chevron. Then I'm gonna press and hold the minus button again. Now it's the chevron with the dots below, or the drop indicators. Then I'm gonna press and hold again. And then you can see it is just the chevron, and then press and hold again. And we're back to where we started. Honestly, I'll probably run it in this configuration or the second one, which is just this one here, because I think that one makes the most sense. All right, guys, so I took this out in the yard and you can see that it is bright out today, and this is super bright. Like, you have no issues picking this dot up in the, well, it's Texas heat, Texas sun for us here. And Primary Arms is known for that. With a lot of their optics, they have daytime brightness, and this one definitely has that as well. Other things to note here, the optic has the auto live, which is kind of like their version of shake awake, where it'll turn off to save the battery, and then it'll turn back on when you bump it. It has a multi-coated lens. It has the multi-reticle, like we already looked through. It's also shock-proof, waterproof, and it has that solar backup on top. So that way, well, you have your dot on whenever you need it. They say this has about a 1-year battery life, and it does have 12 brightness settings. So right now we are on 12. So let's actually go through it. So 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the lower three are night vision compatible, so you can use this with your nods. And then going back up, I'm just gonna go quickly here. Dun, 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 dun. And once you get to the highest setting, it'll blink a couple times to let you know you're back at the top one. Overall, first impressions, I'm super impressed with this. I don't know which setup I'm gonna put this on, but I'm definitely gonna get some testing done out at the range. I'll keep you guys updated with this, but so far, this thing is pretty sick. I'm excited to use it. Let me know what you guys think of this optic down in the comments. Are you gonna be picking up one of these Primary Arms red dots or maybe one of their LPVOs? Let me know. Till next time, have fun shooting, and we'll see you soon.